Hello and welcome to TelecomTV. I'm Martin Warwick and I'm reporting from TelecomTV's very own DSP Leaders Forum 2019 here in West London, not that far from Windsor Castle and the Queen. But she's not here today, so instead I'm talking with Andy Berry, EVP Worldwide Sales at Zefetel. Andy, welcome. Thanks for talking to us.
Thank you.
Why do you think the telco industry has been slow or so slow to adopt cloud computing?
Yeah, I would spin that a little bit. I actually think they were the market leader in cloud computing. It was just in private clouds 20 years ago.
Right.
What they haven't done a good job of is evolving to the public cloud. They built large infrastructures, but they were isolated by geography. They were constrained by regulation. And what they were not quick to adapt to is the introduction of public clouds and those clouds having global reach scale without regulation. So they built, the very early networks that we all relied on, and that was the foundation that we all used. What they missed was the value long-term wasn't in the network itself. It was in the applications and the scale of public cloud. So that's now what they're looking at and hoping that 5G is a means that they can re-enter that market with new applications.
You brought me on very neatly to the next question, which is, was that because there was no technology to support what they wanted to do in the past, or was it a missed opportunity?
It was a missed opportunity, but there was no opportunity when they first started. So as we went through the 2000s and applications of scale started coming out of Silicon Valley, they were slow to adopt to that change. There was no reason why telco providers couldn't have bought Google when it was young, or Netflix, or any of these other applications. They simply didn't shift to that business model. They still relied and thought that the telco network was where the value was. Where the value shifted into much more of a consumer-based or a business-based cloud nature, and they simply missed that wave. That doesn't mean that they have lost it forever. They simply need to, as technology changes again with 5G, is to quickly adapt and understand, do they want to be a network provider or do they want to be an applications provider, and make that choice.
Are they paddling hard to catch up?
I think they're still trying to understand what they want to be. They could catch up quickly as they are the foundation on which the cloud is built. But they need to decide that market is quite distinctly different from a software startup environment where we're building applications on the cloud. 9 out of 10 of those fail. And these companies traditionally don't have the business structure to support that. Failure is a hard thing when you're running a high margin or mid-margin telco network. These applications have no margin. They require quite a bit of investment, and they are easily, they can fail quite easily. So they have to understand, is that a business model they want to get into, or should they partner with companies or venture capitalists who are supporting that market and quickly take those winners and then put them on their network and scale that network across the cloud?
Thank you. Let's move on to your company, Zefetel, which I know quite a lot about, and it's a different sort of model. How will Zefetel help telcos move into the cloud then, given what you've just been talking about?
Yeah, so most of our market is buying proven technology from a software perspective that's been in the market for 5, 10, 15 years. And what we're doing with our customers is in moving those technologies and providing a hybrid approach where they can continue to run those on-premise, or we can provide them a path that allows for TCO savings, flexibility, security elements of transforming those and moving those to the cloud. It not only helps Zefetel, because then instead of 350 installations of an application on-premise, we support one, but it also helps those telco companies. If they can save tremendous money, they have the opportunity to return that to their shareholders, or maybe more importantly, what are the 4 or 5 other applications they can then deploy in the cloud in parallel with the Zefetel solutions, or use multiple Zefetel solutions to provide more value to their consumers at the same cost point that they had previously.
A final question, also about Zefetel. You've just signed a strategic collaboration agreement, an SCA, with AWS. What benefits will this relationship bring to Zefetel's customers, not necessarily to you as a company,
Correct.
but to your customers?
It allows them and provides them a safe landing point for cloud-based solutions. So they can take the applications they have today, they can realize that TCO by moving it to a trusted environment where the risk is lower and the ability to scale is greater. So that's step one. The second step to that is, then how do they use that scale to drive additional revenue or services to their end clients? So it's really a two-part story.
Okay, Andy Berry, thank you very much indeed.
Thank you.